Hey there! So today we have another review. This is Sierra Nevada Celebration. I was only able to find this in 12 packs, unfortunately. I'm sure it could look a little harder, but this was bottled almost 2 months ago. So I didn't get the freshest. I mean, I knew it was available, and I only saw 12 packs, and then I was like, all right. A few weeks later, I was like, all right, I'm just picking up the 12 pack. So I will say this is not my first impression. Well, at least for this year. I've obviously reviewed it before, and bought the 12 pack, and I just been enjoying it, after work and stuff. And finally now, I can review it for you guys, right? So the beer comes in a really nice kind of like light amber color. This is pretty dark for an IPA. By the way, this is a classic recipe produced in 1981. And if 1981 seems old to you guys, I mean, obviously it seems old to me, but in the world of craft beer, that is a million years ago. We're talking about the explosion of craft beer. We went from like 1,000 breweries to like 9,000. Like that was like within the last like 15 years. Like we're talking about a beer that's like recipe wise like 40 plus years old. We're talking about a recipe that like sat when like breweries in the country were in the hundreds for decades. So really cool. Sierra Nevada, good for them. Get a little bit chill haze in that, huh? Not completely opaque, not completely clear. Sorry, slightly off-white head, a little bit of like yellowish hue to it. Yeah, on the nose. This is, I mean, we already know. This is in line with, if you guys are big fans of the Flipside IPA or the, what was it, it's in the box. Not Red Rye, which is Founders, but anyway, the Rye IPA and the Flipside IPA. Ruthless Rye. Sorry, I got it. Yeah. Piney, dank, crystal malt sweetness, some of that like candied sugar thing going on, or like caramel sweetness going on. A little bit of grapefruit in there as well. Grapefruit peel, grapefruit pith, like oily grapefruit, pine resin sweetness, like caramel covered pine needles. Absolutely smelling delicious. Okay. So we'll say I just reviewed the Bell's Two Hearted. Maybe in line with that. Though I definitely like this beer a lot more. Is it shocking? No. Is it crazy? No. Do I probably like the flip side of the Ruthless Rye more? Yeah, most likely. Then again, this is 2 months old, but I think I reviewed those about 2 months old as well. Up front, you notice it's bitter. This beer is piney, soily, a little bit resiny, full bitterness. I mean, yeah. You're going Sierra Nevada, you're going full bitterness. And I feel like I've actually calibrated a little bit wrong. Because I call a lot of things medium plus, but like, what is more bitter than full? And like, this is full. Like, like, there are a few beers more bitter than this. Like, the beers I can think of, like, Arrogant Bastard, Bigfoot, but that's like 2 beers. This is full bitterness, and those are like extra full. Bitterness hits up front, lingers on the way. There's a beautiful crystal malt sweetness that I love that bounces with the bitterness. That's what this beer has. It has a body to it. It has this Too Hard to lack this kind of like bite to it, right? Like it lacked like, it had all the other pretty things, but lacking the soul of like the beer. Here, the soul of the beer is complexity of like pine needles, grapefruit, bitterness, but also has a crystal malt that you can snatch onto and complements the bitterness really nicely. It's not a blow your socks off beer, for sure not. This is a like drink it and forget about it kind of beer. I will say, as I wait more, the bitterness leans onto like Earl Grey and black tea. It's a lot of kind of tea-like bitterness. So I'm also leaning soily, but yeah, tannin forward black tea bitterness. Wow, yeah, for sure. But yeah, the crystal malt really sells this beer a lot more than the Two Hearted. That was lean, mean, all the pretty things, but without any soul and body to it. This has all the things to it. It has body. It has malt to it. It has the bitterness. It has a little bit of complexity with a little bit of like grapefruit zest, pine needles, resin. Yeah, I mean, again, if you're into old school beer, this is right up your alley. Crystal malt, bitterness, bing bong boom. Not tropical, no mangoes, no citra, none of that. Just classic flavors. It tastes like an old IPA, but it lasts the test of time, in my opinion. Um, Granted, a lot of people don't like crystal malt these days. So they want lean, big, and big aromatics. Right? I'm talking about big flavors, big hops. This is not relying on big hop flavor. Yeah, really relying on the balance of crystal malts and bitterness, which we really sort of lack these days. And it's nice to get pretty much. It's pretty much a red IPA to an amber ale. Right? To call us an IPA is a little bit of a stretch. I don't think IPAs really look like these days. It's pretty much a red IPA to a very hoppy, bitter amber ale. So until next time, guys, cheers. This beer for me gets a solid. I could drink a ton of this. And I already have, so I guess I could tell you that already. 90? If there were more beers like this and better examples, I would try to give it maybe a lower rating. But there aren't many amber bitter beers out there. Yeah, it's hard to find them. So let's go with solid 92. Celebration. Sierra Nevada. Until next time, guys. Cheers later.